sekali lagi you guys nak villain.
Dia pusing.
Kenapa apa?
Semua pengalaman pernah tahu.
Siapa tu guys? Siapa tu guys?
Mula di sini. Mula, yeah. Mula di sini.
Hi, I'm Fazil. I am the director and also the cinematographer for Seofis. The story of Seofis is of 3 different women who have different personalities, different jobs, and they find themselves working together at a co-working space. However, throughout the course of the show and the events that happen within the show, they find that sometimes it's best to solve your problems by working together. And that's how these 3 women come together to form a team in Seofis.
Buckle up, ladies. I dah lock a new client.
Saya Siti Saleha dan saya memegang watak sebagai Sam dalam drama Seofis. She is an architect. She's very career-driven, fokusnya hanya kepada kerja. It's all has been about macam mana dia nak berjaya dalam dunia arkitek dia.
You buat research pasal business I?
Of course, I only work with the best.
Her goal in life is to achieve what she has in her mind. And unfortunately, she kind of doesn't care what she does to other people in the pursuit of achieving her goals.
Kalau bukan pasal you sibuk, memandai-mandai, beria sangat nak renovate rumah tu, benda ni semua takkan jadi tau.
Apa pula? Wait, sebenarnya kan, ini salah you.
Saya Nadia Aqilah dan saya memainkan watak Yana.
Yana is a real estate agent. She is someone who's very calm, composed, very professional. But the reality is, in her private life, it's all over the place.
Ya, I free malam ni. I nak you tahu yang I tak sedap hati pasal benda ni, okey?
Hai, nama saya Nadia Nisaa. Saya mainkan watak Aini dalam Seofis. Okey, watak Aini ni dia adalah daddy's girl.
Cerita apa?
Cerita pasal Nini lah.
Yang best ke tak best?
Yang tak best lah. Yang best buat apa cerita?
Apa ni? Aini ni menguruskan bisnes perabot ayah dia.
I tak berapa suka lah design kitchen cabinet ni.
Oh well, that's what our Miss Aini is here for.
Saya setuju dengan Puan Helena. Memang kitchen cabinet ni too common.
Exactly.
As you can see, our 3 characters kind of live within the same business world. Initially, they all run their own path in life, but when they find themselves working together at this co-working space, because of those loose connections within their 3 fields, they end up overlapping, and because of that, there's a reason for them to actually work together.
Tahun ni kita kena dapat job-job yang besar, okey? I nak kita jadi satu trademark supaya semua kenal dan nak dapat sentuhan kerja kita.
Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera. Nama saya Hafidzuddin Fazil. Watak saya sebagai Yusuf dalam drama Seofis. Yusuf ini merupakan seorang tukang kayu lah. Dia membuat perabot-perabot yang agak unik mengikut kepandaian dia. Dia juga seorang duda. Dia mempunyai seorang anak perempuan yang dia sangat-sangat sayang sebab dia dah lama menduda dan anak ni pun membesar dengan dia.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi. Lambat balik hari ni.
Saja stay back lama sikit ke office. Bila kita ni tinggal berdua je dengan Abah, memang kita jadi agak bossy sikitlah dengan Abah dia.
Ini mana abang?
Tak, Nini tak marah, Nini tanya je.
A pivotal role in this show is the character of Faris, who is played by Fahrin Ahmad. He is a fellow architect like Sam. Actually, they know each other because they went to the same university together.
Sam!
Okay, girls, we have to up our game, okay?
Hello.
Saya Fahrin Ahmad. Saya memegang watak sebagai Faris. Okey, kalau nak ceritakan tentang Faris ni very gentleman, charming cara pembawakannya dan juga nak menolong Sam, nak bersama dengan Sam, tapi apa kesudahan cerita, bagaimana perjalanan cerita itu jadikan dia sesuatu yang menarik. Saya sendiri melakukan watak Faris pun macam how it goes with Sam dan sebagainya. Tapi saya seronoklah melakukan watak ni.
Sini.
You know what? Surprise birthday I.
Today's your birthday?
No, tapi kalau dah macam ni mesti ada surprise.
Another important character in Seofis is the role of Datuk Ashburn, who is played by Ikhwan Lane. This character was created to bring some tension into the story. His character is quite sleazy, very manipulative, very controlling, and that's why his character comes into the picture and causes quite a lot of problems for our three main girls.
Tak ada siapa pun yang suka buat kerja dengan orang yang suka bahan. And kalau you buat hal, you akan dikenali sebagai seorang arkitek yang suka menyusahkan hidup orang lain.
Another key character that we have in Seofis is the character of Datuk Sufyan, played by Anas Rizwan, a favorite of ours.
Aku cukup tak puas hati. Aku cukup fed up dengan kontraktor yang menjadi bayar mama tapi tak perform.
Sufyan is quite kind-hearted. However, being a Datuk, when they have money, they all think that everything has to revolve around them. He can be quite calculative.
I nak luaskan sikit, lepas tu I nak ada satu kitchen island bentuk S sempena nama I Sufyan.
Nama saya Hafidzuddin, simbol watak Hadi dalam drama bersiri Seofis.
Hadi is the manager of the co-working space where Sam, Yana and Aini are working.
Cik ni okey ke? Kalau budak baru tu buat bukan-bukan, cik ni beritahu saya tau.
Tak adalah. Dia okey lah, dia fun lah.
Dia ni selalu disalaharti oleh dia punya rakan-rakan dalam office tu. Sebenarnya dia sedang mencari love life dia macam tu. Dia cuma kurang bernasib baik daripada segi dunia percintaan dia lah. Cik Aini nak saya tukarkan meja? Lebih privacy?
Tak apa, Cik Hadi. Saya cuma mengusik dia je.
So, of all our three main girls, the love life of Aini is the one that becomes the main key talking point within the story of Seofis.
I think it's normal jugalah dalam kehidupan seorang wanita ni. Walaupun berkejaya, tapi dia punya love life tu pun dia kena fulfill juga. Oh, okey. Tak masuk.
Not only does she attract the interest of Hadi at the co-working space, but another character who comes into work there, Shaihan, also becomes an object of her attraction. And then not only that, we have another character that comes in. His name is Haikal, and he actually vies for Aini's attention as well when he comes to work with Aini's dad as a wood craftsman.
Okay, nak start saya lagi.
Dia jenis yang macam tak boleh duduk diam kalau tak ada kisah percintaan. Nah, bila dia jumpa seorang lelaki yang ada attraction pada dia, dia take it so seriously.
Tak payah nak cepat sangat cair,
Cair? Mana ada cair-cair pula.
Tersengih daripada tadi.
Quite a few of our characters for Seofis came to our attention through the casting period. So for example, Siti Saleha was on our radar quite early on to be one of our three main girls. However, we weren't exactly sure of which role that would be right for her. As we were assessing that, we actually came into contact with Nadia who was very keen to come on board. It all came together when Nadia Aqilah came in for her audition. The issue with her was she had just given birth.
You know, I just gave birth. Sometimes I feel like I'm slowing down the team when I have to pump, and that's, can I get this done on time and everything?
Well, based on the audition and also our readings with Siti Saleha and Nadia, it became quite clear that she would be perfect for the role of Yana, the real estate agent. And because of that, suddenly in my mind, Siti Saleha would fall into the Sam role, and then Nadia would be perfect for the Aini role. So it all hinged on Nadia Aqilah saying yes to the role. And surprisingly enough, she actually said yes, and that's how we got our three main girls. So once we had filled up all the roles, the most important next step for us was to have that script read.
I think we had it 3 days of script reading full on. I think it was a week before kita start shoot. It makes everyone's work easy.
Supaya kita boleh jam and share our ideas before kita shoot.
It lets you hear the voice of these characters played by the talents. The idea is at the end of the script read, they have finally decided on the path of their character, and that's the character that they'll bring on set when we actually film the show.
I rasa you don't talk too much. I believe my sister. I pernah tengok design you bagus.
Tak boleh lah. I terpandang muka dia tak boleh.
So working with the cast was great because everything was smooth throughout the shoot. The good thing is actually because Siti, Saleha, Nadia, Nisaa and Nadia, Aqilah are actually good friends. So there was already that camaraderie between the three of them. They already had the team aspect of their relationship kind of worked out because of the fact that they're good friends.
Before this, pernah bekerjasama dengan Nadia Nisaa, I think a few times. Tapi dengan Nadia Aqilah, ni first time. But she's my mate even outside, off screen. Kita memang dah kawan before this. So memang best lah bila dapat bekerjasama together. And the flow of every scene is just nice.
So they just had to kind of reset each of their characters early on for the earlier scenes where they're coming together as strangers and meeting each other for the first time. And obviously there's a lot of heads butting within the first few episodes of Seofis.
A promise means something to us. You know what? Betul lah cakap Yana. You're not ready to be a friend.
So this is the first time that I've actually worked with Fahrin Ahmad. When I met him for the first time, he was exactly what everyone told me that he was. Fully professional, on set, on time, every single day, comes prepared. This is a sign of how professional he is. I mean, towards the end of the shoot, unfortunately, we got bad news, which was his mother passed away. So obviously, because of the news, we told him that, okay, we're going to cancel your shoot for today, and we're going to try and reschedule it for another day. He was so adamant that it was okay that he would come in the next day to do his scenes. And, you know, I mean, I know it's very hard for him, but it was hard for us as well, knowing that he had just gone through this personal tragedy with his family. We are totally fine with that, and we will do what we have to shift the shoot to work with the schedule. But no, Fahrin was like, it's okay, I will come in tomorrow. And, you know, we didn't shoot that day that he wanted to come in, but it was just great knowing that this is how dedicated someone like Fahrin is to his craft.
Sam yang kenal takkan give up macam tu je.
I tak give up.
Then, keep it up.
Ini kali pertama saya bekerja dengan Relax dan juga bersama dengan pengarah kita Fazil dan dengan keseluruhan tim lah sebenarnya, kebanyakan kali pertama. In fact dengan Sally pun kali pertama juga.
Tapi first time jumpa dia datang set, he was so cheerful. And I would say working with Fahrin Ahmad memang fun. Dia buat semua orang dekat set gelak.
Saya rasa sangat-sangat happy to be part of this project. Credit to the production lah kerana I think it's very organised. Saya boleh 100% fully fokus terhadap tugas saya untuk melakonkan watak tu. I think it's a very nice and sweet experience and memories lah.
This is the first time that I had worked with Ikhwan Lane, who plays Dato' Ashburn, and he told me during our auditions he hasn't really acted much, so he kind of felt like he was a bit rusty when he came in for the auditions. But of all the people who auditioned for that role, he was definitely the best. And you know, we said we will rehearse the role and try to find a path for this character for you. And you know, it was great because he's not exactly a full-time actor, but yet he was just as dedicated as the other talents to make sure his character worked.
You mesti work hard kan? Eh?
Yeah, I like to think so.
I boleh bagi you reward.
Hafizul Kamal yang mainkan watak Hadi, sebenarnya kita pernah bekerjasama sebelum ni. I guess untuk lakonkan watak relationship Aini dengan Hadi ni yang tak layan Hadi punya ngorak-ngorak semua ni, kita macam okey dah tahu dah style dia macam mana. So apa ni?
Kedai makan baru dia nak promo. Ni last voucher yang saya ada daripada kedai orang.
There's a few people yang I dah kerjasama sebelum ni. Even Abang Faizal pun pernah bekerjasama before this.
It was great working with her because, you know, I mean, it's been 7 years since I last shot with her, but she is just as committed from back then till now. With Nadia Aqilah, she was the most open, like, okay, I'm a blank canvas, do whatever you have to for me in this role. And it was great. It's refreshing to have talents who are so committed to the role like that.
Saya sangat bersyukur you guys picked the three of us, or rather for me, memilih Nadia, Nisaa dan Siti Saleha, because our chemistry when we're shooting, we're passing the ball equally, we know, and we don't even plan it. And then in between kita ada sometimes discover some magic on set yang kita tak plan tapi jadi suspicious.
Nadia and Nisaa, quite funnily enough, for the first week when we were shooting, I could sense that she was a bit anxious about, you know, what her character was. Because you had these two strong characters that she was acting with, which was the Sam role and the Yana role. After that first week, we actually shifted to another location, which is the home of the Aini character and her father Yusuf. That was where I could see that it seemed as if something snapped in her. She just like, okay, I found the character. And suddenly she became the cheerleader of the group. Okay, now I'm gonna take it this way, let's go.
It makes acting fun, you know, when you have your co-stars yang bagi 100%. It's almost like you're not acting. So bila lontaran dialogue, rehearsing, and then boom, we go on set. This is how we're gonna do it. It's like, yeah, it's nice.
Thanks korang ajak I datang sekali. Dapat I merasa.
No worries. Jap, Sam, you meja berapa? Kita orang meja 5.
Meja 2, but it's okay. I boleh hang out with you guys well.
The good thing was because the bulk of the story happens indoors, so we didn't have to deal with our very wet Malaysian weather around this time of year, so that was great. This shoot was indoor in the aircon, and you know, the crew and the cast were very, very thankful of that.
So pengalaman pertama saya berlakon dengan Parallax Pictures, the first thing yang diorang nailed it is efficiency. Contohnya bila kita bagi call time 7.30, the rest of the crew, especially the technical crew, akan sampai like 10 minutes or 15 minutes before 7.30. Itu adalah pengalaman pertama yang saya tak pernah tengok dekat tempat lain.
Everyone is very passionate, berganding bahu untuk make it happen.
Datang saya nak kira satu-satu pun saya tak tahu, tapi macam kata with all departments, you can see that kita boleh bergelak ketawa tapi kerja tetap jalan. Like a very close friend and family, walaupun mungkin baru kali pertama kita jumpa.
Saya personally rasa seronok dan puas melihat budaya macam ni.
I akan siapkan list tu hari ni juga.
Okey. Kenapa kau gelak?
Cabaran cerita ni adalah because cerita ni pasal 3 wanita berkerjaya, berjaya yang bersiap nak cantik and everything.
I think that's the only thing that became a bit of an issue because it would take time to kind of approve the looks for each character for each scene. So there were days where the girls, they wanted to try out different looks for each scene. Any given day, I might be having to look at 30 different outfits, you know.
We need to look good. How often do you get this kind of role? Especially for mamas like Icha and I.
So, ini adalah untuk pertama kali saya harus wardrobe fitting sebanyak 40 set. Alhamdulillah, kita berjaya dapat buat. So, it's good that kita pun boleh contribute our ideas to our character.
Cantiknya. Fresh air.
Bestnya Sam.
Cantik kan?
It was a great break, not just for the characters, but also for us, the crew, because, you know, we were stuck in the city shooting for God knows how long, and then we were all just able to get away for those last 2 days.
Today is our last day.
Okay, everyone.
Mengapakah penonton harus menonton drama bersiri ini adalah kerana
It's not your average hero-heroine drama.
Dia adalah satu cerita yang korang tak payah berkerut-kerut sangat nak fikir because sometimes we need some escapism.
Like, kalau orang kerja kat office tahulah, and I think maybe they boleh relate somewhat rather dengan plot-plot dalam cerita ni.
I thought it was quite refreshing to see a story about female empowerment in this day and age.
Kisah wanita in a man's world, in the corporate world, you know, nampak berjaya tetapi masing-masing ada isu masing-masing.
Jadi lebih berkisar kepada cara nak mendapatkan bisnes, cara nak deal dengan datuk gatal dan sebagainya lah.
Cute story about how to make it and how to build sisterhood.
Dan juga plotting stories yang banyak warna yang berbeza-beza.
Dia akan memberi inspirasi kepada kita dari sudut kerjaya, percintaan, tentang family, tentang friendship, kewanitaan.
It's one of those shows where there's a lot to learn if you look at it the right way. And hopefully everyone will enjoy the show just as much as we did making it.